Number 2, Jay Thompson article. Shout out to Jay. Thank you for being a fan of the show, and happy to get into your article here on Inman, how Google Alerts can help you stay on top of your business. So Jay says here, tucked away in the little corner of the internet is a powerful tool provided by a mighty company at the best price ever. The company is Google. The tool is Google Alerts. And the price is $0.
$0.
How much stuff are we like always getting that's, $10,000 a year, $1,000 a month, $800, like everything you turn around in real estate has a huge subscription price tag.
Oh yeah, well if you want to take the watermark off, there's a cost.
What, on Canva? What are you doing?
It's not just Canva, it's multiple spots, but yes, I'm on Canva. I participate in Canva. Yes.
Yeah. Did you get the watermark off?
No,
Oh.
I don't usually pay for the watermarks. What I usually do is I this is just my tactic. I sometimes make it so that my photo is a little bit higher so that I can then just crop the watermark off.
Oh, you're cheating the system.
A little bit. Yep.
All right,
anyway.
So why is Jay telling us to use Google Alerts?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so here's where I'm feeling as though it's going to be sort of beneficial. But you put in how many phrases. I think they're giving you 1,000 phrases or words per account. So you put in these phrases into the Google alert, and if anybody starts Googling them, you get alerted that that's being Googled. So I think what's really interesting here, again, obviously you can track yourself, which is going to be our competition here. I think we should see who Googles, if people Google my name more than your name or vice versa.
Let's find out.
I think it'll be fun. But I do think that this is really interesting too, because I think that people that are trying to figure out copy, right? Or maybe hashtags, or if you are going to run some Google ads, what are going to be your phrases that you want to capture? This is an incredible way to do all of your sort of due diligence up front too, right? So you're seeing, and again, with 1,000 phrases, I mean, you can certainly mix things up enough to really figure out what is I hate to use the word trending, but what are people searching up the most before you are then putting money behind any of your ads? So
and Jay,
I think it's
Jay
great.
does a great job in this article of breaking down exactly how you're going to set up your Google Alerts. So number one, to your point, you're going to enter the topic you want to follow, whether that's my town, whatever town you're selling real estate in, put my town and then put the words real estate after. So that would be for people searching homes, your first name, your last name, your company, your team name, how many times people are searching your team name. And then he goes right through all of the other steps to set that up. And it's a free tool, so why not use that? Why not be alerted for you and your business when people are searching, when people are looking you up? Or maybe, just maybe, somebody's saying something not so nice about you. There's that side of it too.
I don't think so.
Not for you, Nicole. That would never happen to you.
Never, ever. Nope.
You could also alert for your agents or your listings. Maybe somebody, remember when a lot of people would take your listing and they would scam you by putting it on Craigslist, stuff like that? Right. Yep. This would give you an alert. Or sometimes people take the listing and then they start turning it into a rental.
Well, I'll be honest though too. I mean, it actually is sort of a great resource, because then you can actually tell your sellers how many times someone has Googled their address too. I mean, such a nice additional feature for like a touch point, like you're just now sort of letting them know who is Googling or how many times they have or how many times you've been alerted. I think there's so many different uses to this too. I mean, I feel like the possibilities here are endless, because you could even maybe start tracking your competition too. Maybe you're not putting in your name, you're putting in another agent's name, or I don't know. I feel like you can go kind of wild with it.
What I'm really excited, because Jay writes a lot about Zillow, obviously with his history there. I'm excited that he brought up Google. Zillow built their company on Google, right? A lot of these companies, these disruptors were built on Google ads and, products like that. I'm pumped that he's talking about it, because more agents need to really get focused on their brand, how it looks, how it appears on Google. This is a great introductory way to do that. If you're not strong on online leads. If you don't have a team and you don't have someone that can service online leads very quickly, which is what you need to do to get your money out of Google AdWords, this is a really easy way to start. You should be thinking about Google AdWords. You should be thinking about how to build your business today on Google as these disruptors continue to eat up more of the real estate pie. You've got to use Google. It's the number one search tool. YouTube's number two. You have to have a presence on both of those. We've talked about local service ads, and that's a big thing right now, and obviously traditional Google ads. But this is free, something you can start right after this podcast. I'd encourage everybody to do it. Totally not a racket. Get your game tight on Google. And if your business display and you're not getting reviews on Google, that's just, it's not in the J article, but I would add and argue that is just as important, if not more important probably, than this Google alert tip. You've got to have your business display tight, and you've got to start collecting reviews on Google like yesterday.
Are you going to set up some alerts?
Absolutely. I actually think Vanessa has some alerts set up for me.
Really?
By the way. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to add our names to that little list and see what happens.
Yeah.
I think
definitely.
It's going to be amazing.
Definitely in on that. All right. So not a racket. Do it today. Good article, Jay.